One important thing to take care of as a new business is putting together a set of accounting policies and procedures. Even an established business may not have done this, or you may have them and want to modify them. I'm going to take you through an automation that takes the pain out of this process, from the creation of the documents to accessing them. And I'm talking about creating a knowledge base where you can ask questions about policies and procedures. We're going to be integrating some AI tools. We're using make.com for the automation integrated with ChatGPT and a product called Cassidy that's going to be our knowledge base. And I'll put links to all of these products so you can access them. I'll also add a link to access this automation, the blueprint for this automation. Let me start by walking through this automation. It's going to be fired off by a Google Sheet. And let me pull that Google Sheet up here. And it's going to be a list of sections and subsections for a typical set of accounting policies and procedures. In fact, I asked ChatGPT to come up with this list, and it came up with a pretty comprehensive list, covers most things, if not everything. May not need this for your particular use case, or you may want to add some. This Google Sheet is easy to modify. Again, I will put a link to this Google Sheet as well, so you can access it and modify it for your own use. So let's go through the sheet. So we got the section, the subsection of the policy procedures, and then this check. When we hit this check, this is going to fire off the automation to create the particular policy and procedure for the line that you check. We got the business name, which is going to be incorporated into the policies and procedures, and the industry as well is going to be incorporated. So coming back to automation. So the Google Sheet is going to be fired off. In fact, we need a webhook to fire off this automation. Um, Let me show you. Here is where you get the webhook. So we are creating this new module called Watch Changes to a Google Sheet. And when you create this automation, you're going to have to link it to your Google Sheet. If we go here, you have to make sure that you have the make.com extension in your Google Sheet, and that's easy to find. Just click on add-ons, get add-ons, and you should be able to search for it here. If you just type in make, I think it should come up. Yep, there it is. And I already have it installed here. Let's come back here in my extensions, make for Google Sheets. Let's go to settings. So here is your webhook URL from make. So you copy this, the copy address to clipboard here, and then you put it in here, you save it, and then you should be good. Every time this sheet gets updated, it's going to fire off that webhook, and it's going to start off your automation. So let's come back here. So you put a check against the line for the policy and the procedure that you want to create the document for. So that is going to push that data into, we want to put it into an array aggregator. We just want the details of the particular row that we put a check mark against. So that's why we just check here. That is going to feed into ChatGPT. Let me show you this. So you're going to need to set up your own API key for ChatGPT. If you're not sure how to do that, just click on this online help and it will talk you through the process. We're creating a connection to OpenAI method, which was create a completion prompt. For this purpose, 4.0 mini is sufficient. That's the cheapest model currently. Costs less than a penny for most of the calls. Um, Let me talk you through each of these messages. We're setting the role system in the first message. Let me talk through this. You are a CFO with many years' experience setting accounting policies and procedures tailored to specific businesses and industries. You will be provided the company name and industry and the subsection of the policy or procedure to work on. Provide a formal, well-structured policy or procedure for the subsection provided, tailored to the business type. Stick closely to standard practices, but offer industry-specific variations where applicable. All responses will be delivered in a formal, structured format suitable for inclusion in official business documents. Focus on common practices. Emphasize the most commonly used policies and procedures in business accounting, offering guidances where on implementation and maintenance where applicable. Numbered, oh, sorry. Now, this is going to give you a list of the accounting policies and procedures that we have in the document. And then in the next section, we're going to set the role as user, and this is going to give further instructions on how to create the policy procedure document. So write a policy or procedure. This is going to be pulled from the array aggregator. So if we expand this, you got the first thing is going to be your company name. The second one is going to be the industry. And then this policy and procedure section is A. This is the section. And the second one, policy and procedure subsection, is going to be this second one. So your output should only be for the subsection input and no others. They just give you further instructions. I won't read all that out. Now, this is going to feed that ChatGPT output into a Google Doc. Let me pull this up. You're going to have to make a connection to your Google Drive. It's going to put this document straight into your drive that you specify. Again, this is the name of the file that you want it to create, and I wanted it to be both a combination of the section and subsection. So file name is going to, for this purpose, going to be liability management. And then there's a dash there in between, and then the subsection. The content of this document is going to be your output out of ChatGPT, which in this one, it's going to be the content. So here we go. Here, so let me fire this off and see what happens. So I just need to run this once. So as soon as I hit this run once button, I want to wait for new data. So this is now waiting for a trigger from the Google Sheet. So let me go back here into the sheet. If I put a check mark here, that should start automation. Take a second. So here we go. Yeah, so it's feeding into ChatGPT. Okay, it's come out with an answer, and that should create the document. There we go. So what was the one we asked for? So the least account is 6.2. So let me go to my Google Drive and see if 6.2 is there yet. Oh, there we are, just arrived. So let's see what's in this document. Hey, here we go. We got the lease accounting policy here, and it gave us a pretty comprehensive document. It put our company name in, and this is tailored to the particular industry that was in the original Google Sheet. Read through this, and probably going to need to Can make a few modifications for your business needs, but it looks like this is pretty good. Now, let me go through one last thing, and that's going to be the knowledge base. We're using Cassidy. I'm going to put a link in the description as well. There are a couple of other products that you can use as a knowledge base. I think ClickUp's another good one, but this has a free version just for you to test out the knowledge base here. If you see the free version, you have up to 5,000 pages, which is plenty. You got some AI credits. I won't go over the AI side of this product. Um, but this is linked to my folder on my Google Drive, and it's a simple process. And here you got the knowledge base, and you can add a whole number of sources that automatically syncs. So I've synced to my Google Drive. I've also, if I click on here, got it going to my website to pull any data from the website as well. And then you can ask any questions. So if you go to the chat, let's ask it a policy question. What is the policy for closing expenses? Oh, never mind the spelling. So here we go. It will pull up the policy, and then it will reference the document as well. So you can click here, and there we go. So if anyone ever has any questions about a particular policy, they just ask the question. I think this can work in other areas of the business. Maybe you got a set of HR policies as well, but it's a great product that everyone can go to, just go to the chat bot and ask a question about policies. So, like I said, I'm going to put all the documents, links in the description. Let me know what you think. Put any comments, you have any questions. If you like what you see, and subscribe to my channel, I'm going to try and put more content out there. So, check you at the next one.